In a quiet, sunlit village, there lived a young woman named Salome. She was the kind of beauty that made people stop and stare. Her chocolate brown skin shimmered in the sunlight, her thick braids flowed down her back, and her eyes sparkled like stars on a clear night. But Salome wasn't admired only for her beauty. She was kind, humble, and hardworking. Salome was one of the best weavers in the village. She created stunning, colorful wrappers that everyone admired. Her reputation as a virtuous woman also made her well known. She had chosen to remain pure, believing that love and marriage should come before intimacy. Because of this, many men came asking for her hand. They brought gifts, baskets of yams, jewelry, and even goats, hoping she would choose them. But Salome was not impressed by gifts or status. She wanted a man who loved her for who she truly was. Her parents, however, were worried. "Salome," her father often said, "you're not getting any younger. We want to see you married and holding your children before we grow too old." Among the many suitors was Akam, the son of a respected village chief. Akam was a skilled carpenter. Because of his reputation and his father's influence, many believed he was the perfect match. Akam approached Salome's parents and begged them to help. Out of respect for her parents, Salome agreed to give Akam a chance. At first, he seemed charming and sincere. Soon they became engaged, and the village began preparing for their wedding. But as the wedding drew closer, Akam's true intentions started to appear. He constantly pressured Salome to sleep with him, saying they were already as good as married. Salome resisted again and again. But one day, out of love and trust, she finally agreed. That night, something unexpected happened. Despite his efforts, Akam could not be intimate. Salome felt intense pain and begged him to stop. Frustration soon turned to cruelty. "I only wanted to marry you because I wanted to be first. If I can't have you, then what's the point?" Heartbroken, Salome asked him to be patient, but Akam's pride was wounded. Instead of keeping the matter private, he broke off the engagement and told the entire village about her condition. Soon, whispers spread everywhere. Some men mocked her. Salome, desperate to understand the truth, began testing the rumors with other men. But the result was always the same. No one could be intimate with her. Before long, the whole village knew. Her parents were devastated and took her to the village midwife. After examining her, the midwife confirmed the truth. Salome had a rare condition that made intimacy extremely difficult and childbirth nearly impossible. Though her heart was heavy, Salome poured her pain into her weaving. Her wrappers became even more beautiful, telling silent stories of hope. One day at the market, she met a trader named Ugana from a neighboring village. When Ugana saw Salome's work, he was amazed. "These are the most beautiful wrappers I have ever seen," he said sincerely. Salome smiled for the first time in a long while. They began working together, and over time they became close friends. Ugana respected her talent and treated her with kindness. Slowly, friendship grew into love. One evening, after a long day at the market, Ugana finally spoke his heart. "Salome," he said gently, "I love you. I admire your strength and your kindness. Will you give me a chance to make you happy?" Salome was shocked. Her feelings for him were real, but her past haunted her. Afraid of being rejected again, she began avoiding him. But Ugana refused to give up. One day, he visited her shop and said softly, "If I've hurt you in any way, please forgive me." The sky glowed orange and pink as Salome finally told him everything: her condition, the humiliation, the rejection, and her fears. Ugana gently held her hand. "Salome," he said, "you are more than your condition. I don't care about that, I care about you." They married and built a life together. Ugana kept his promise, showing her love in ways that went far beyond physical intimacy. They laughed together, shared dreams, and spent peaceful nights under the stars. Soon, the villagers who once mocked her began to admire them. But despite their happiness, Salome still carried a secret wish. She longed to give Ugana children. One day, while sitting in her shop and quietly crying, an old woman entered, wearing worn-out clothes. The old woman realized she could not afford any of them, but Salome stopped her and handed her a beautiful wrapper for free. "I have heard about your suffering. There is a tree in the forest of Ojiji called the Tree of Truth. It will grant your deepest desire." The next morning, she and Ugana set out for the mysterious forest. The deeper they walked, the stranger the forest became. Soon they faced their first challenges: swarms of golden butterflies, blocking their path. But she stood strong. Farther ahead, a massive snake blocked their way. Ugana fought bravely, but the snake bit his neck. The venom quickly weakened him. At last, she found a glowing meadow. In its center stood the Tree of Truth, shining like silver beneath the stars. "Salome, what is the wish of your heart?" She had come hoping to be healed, but when she thought of Ugana dying, her heart broke. "I wish for Ugana to live," she said firmly. The tree allowed its golden sap to drip into her hands. When she returned to Ugana, he was alive and strong again. "You gave up your only chance to heal yourself for me," he said. Though her condition remained, Salome and Ugana returned home, grateful to still have each other. Their love had survived doubt, cruelty, and death. Their story reminded the village that true love is about sacrifice, loyalty, and choosing each other. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.